In this video, we will walk through what a Nem-Konto is in Denmark, why it matters, and what you need to know to manage it effectively as a resident, an employee, a student, or a business owner. In simple terms, a Nem-Konto, or easy account, is a designated bank account that the Danish public sector uses to pay money to you automatically. Rather than asking for your bank details every time, Danish authorities link your civil registration number, or CPR number, to one specific bank account, and that account becomes your Nem-Konto. Whenever a public authority needs to pay you, whether it is a tax refund, child benefits, pension, student grants like SU, reimbursements from municipalities, or other public payments, the money goes directly into this account. The idea behind Nem-Konto is to make public payments efficient, secure, and transparent, while minimizing administrative work for both citizens and the state. It is not a special type of bank account with unique features. It is simply a normal Danish bank account, or in some cases a foreign account, that has been registered in the Nem-Konto system and tagged as your official account for public disbursements. From a practical standpoint, having a Nem-Konto is mandatory for almost everyone who interacts with the Danish public sector. If you live in Denmark, have a CPR number, and receive any form of public payment, you are expected to have a Nem-Konto assigned. This also applies to many non-residents who, for example, work temporarily in Denmark, pay tax here, and might receive tax refunds or other payments from Danish authorities. Without a Nem-Konto, those funds cannot be transferred to you in the standard automated way, and you risk delays or additional manual steps. Setting up your Nem-Konto typically happens through your bank or via the official Nem-Konto self-service portal. If you already have a Danish bank account, most banks will, by default, ask if you want to register that account as your Nem-Konto when you become a customer. In many cases, especially for residents with Meet ID, you can also go online, log in with your digital ID, and choose which of your existing accounts should be used as your Nem-Konto. Importantly, you are always free to change which account is designated, provided it is in your name. If you switch banks or open a new account, you should remember to update your Nem-Konto registration to ensure there is no disruption in receiving public payments. For foreign residents or individuals who do not have a Danish bank account, it is still possible to have a Nem-Konto linked to a foreign account, though there may be additional requirements, such as providing documentation and IBAN and BIC information, and processing times can be longer. Many international students and expatriates start with a Danish bank account as soon as they obtain their CPR number, and then register that account as their Nem-Konto to keep things straightforward. Once your Nem-Konto is active, you do not need to communicate your bank details each time you deal with a new authority. Whether it is SCAT, your municipality, SU, or another agency, they will automatically use the Nem-Konto system to send money to the account on file. This centralization significantly reduces errors, such as payments sent to old or incorrect accounts, and improves overall data security. Your CPR number and Nem-Konto linkage are handled within a controlled infrastructure, and authorities do not need to store multiple versions of your banking information. It is equally important to understand what Nem-Konto does not do. It is not used for regular salary payments from private employers unless they choose to use the same account by coincidence. It does not give public authorities access to withdraw money from your account. It is strictly for sending payments to you. It also does not replace your responsibility to keep track of your banking arrangements. For example, if you close the account that was registered as your Nem-Konto and fail to update your details, public payments can be delayed or returned, causing unnecessary complications. For businesses and self-employed individuals, the concept is similar. Companies with a CVR number must have a Nem-Konto linked to that company registration. This is the account used for VAT refunds, reimbursements, and other public payments to the business. Many organizations designate their primary business account as their Nem-Konto, but they can also choose a separate account if that better suits their cash management structure. From a compliance and governance standpoint, ensuring that the correct account is registered helps avoid misdirected funds, and simplifies reconciliation of incoming payments from public authorities. If you are not sure which of your accounts is currently set as your Nem-Konto, you can check it online. By logging into the Nem-Konto self-service page with Meet ID, you can see which account is registered and update it if needed. If you do not have digital login access, your bank or the Nem-Konto support function can assist you, though you may need to provide identification and complete a form. Periodically verifying that your Nem-Konto is up to date is a good practice, especially after a move, a job change, or any major financial transition. From a broader perspective, Nem-Konto is one component of Denmark's highly digitalized public infrastructure, alongside systems like Meet ID, eBox, and Nem-ID historically. Together, these tools are designed to make interaction with the state predictable and largely paperless. For you as a user, the key takeaway is that as long as your Nem-Konto is correctly registered and active, public money that is due to you will arrive automatically in your chosen account without you having to take action each time. To summarize the core points, a Nem-Konto is simply your designated bank account for receiving public payments in Denmark. It is mandatory for most people and businesses that interact financially with the Danish public sector. It can be any standard bank account in your name, Danish, or in some cases foreign. You are responsible for keeping it updated, especially when changing or closing accounts, and it plays a central role in ensuring smooth, timely, and secure payments from the authorities to you. If you are living, working, or studying in Denmark, confirming that you have a valid Nem-Konto setup is one of the most practical administrative steps you can take to avoid issues with tax refunds, benefits, and other public disbursements.